Alhamdulilah for Ali, and that we are his Shi'i, the lion of Badr, Khaybar and Hunain, husband of Fatima, father of Hassanain. When we hear his glorious name, our hearts proclaim and our tongues exclaim, Nara Haydari, Ya Ali. That's it. We're done. Let's leave it here. I mean, that's what you all came to hear. We repeat his praises year after year. On Ghadir Day we cheer, and on Qadr nights we shed a tear. But I truly fear we've got the wrong steer. 300 million Shi'as, or so the surveys tell. But if Ali among us dwelled, would he still not cry alone in the well? Would he not cry in pain when history repeats again and those who said Bakhin, Bakhin were the ones who turned away from him? Ali may not be present physically, but we still have his words and legacy, gems of akhlaq and spirituality, lessons in thought and rationality, sciences of politics, psychology and philosophy, all this and more. But we fail to explore, and we eulogize at his door, but we leave empty. Ali can change our lives, and that's no exaggeration. We just need the inclination to do some exploration, to delve into his compilations and follow his specifications, and see the world through his eyes. Let's start with how Ali saw his Lord, as one not to be feared, but to be endeared and revered and adored. He yearned for the dead of night, with no one in sight, when his beloved he secretly implored. The world would melt away when in his mihrab he'd pray. No pain he felt when before God he knelt. Even the arrow removed, his attention didn't sway. A far cry from the prayer of you or I, distracted by distant chatter or the buzz of a fly. Ali didn't worship as a merchant or slave, but as one who God's intimacy craved. For us, religion is all about the carrot or the stick, but Ali knew who was worthy of worship. God's love at the core of all, a love without condition, and it's this love that paves the way for submission. He taught that without knowing this foundation, that you are loved whatever your condition, our efforts to change won't come to fruition. This psychological principle is clear in his supplications that modern psychologists have brought to our attention. He saw God and his love, and through this lens, he saw all creation as reflections of God just in need of direction, making him the epitome of magnanimity, to the extent that it was his will that even the most evil, the one that actually killed him, would be forgiven. Don't believe me? Read letter 23. So much in one man. So I hope that we can take a moment or two to think how Ali can change you. And then maybe, just maybe we can say, with cognizance of his reality and with absolute sincerity, Alhamdulilah for Ali, and that we are his Shi'i. When we hear his glorious name, our hearts proclaim and our tongues exclaim, Nara Haydari, Ya Ali.